All right. Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We have a good show for you planned tonight. And it's just me and Teresa for now. Sandy's going to join us here soon.
Yep. She'll be here soon. Crazy hot weather, everybody,
And,
aren't
oh,
we?
it's been
United
crazy, this
States,
weather.
crazy.
What is with the weather? Everywhere it's been
I
so
don't know,
hot.
but crazy. I mean, there's heat everywhere. The other day where I live at, it was 111. Today it got up to 107, but thank God I got back early enough before, coming back, I hurried up and did what I need to do. And then tomorrow morning, I'm getting up early and do what I need to do. Oh, yeah, the heat's bad everywhere. And then there's out of fires. There's fires everywhere, like in California. It's
Oh,
really,
I know. It's very sad. Yeah, I
and
know.
people losing their houses, structures, trees, animals are
Yeah,
losing their homes. Oh God, it's bad. I don't know what's going on, Curiouser. It's
yeah.
crazy.
And this is, so the sun has been very intense. And it's really crazy where I am because I'm in a higher altitude, so the sun is very strong here,
You have
and
somebody in there?
it's so intense. I can't get over it. Blows my mind every time of this. It has never been like this. Look at these signs. The sun is just completely bleached out some of these
Yeah,
signs.
it's really messing with signs. Like they're like bleached out. You're right. It's like fading them,
Yeah,
this eating them up. Wow.
on the show, the sun has been crazy. Yeah, that's in the wrong place.
Uh,
But
welcome in,
yeah.
Andy.
Um,
Go ahead and show what you need to show.
and I
Do you
am
want
getting
stuff
there.
first?
Here is something interesting. This is okay. Wait, let me get to something else first. I'm getting there, folks. Okay, these are interesting. These are what is called concretion balls. Have you heard of that concretion bowling balls? These are little balls that'll form rocks. The rocks, let's see, it says concretion is a hard, compact mass of matter formed by precipitation of mineral cement within the spaces between particles. This is found in sedimentary rock and soil. Concretions are often void of ovoid or spherical in shape. So I found this and I thought it was interesting. Some of these are, you'll see these more and more. I've never seen them before, but yeah, they're just round rocks, like complete, and they're all like right. Teresa, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was talking before.
Okay,
You didn't hear me.
okay, and they're right in these next to each other. These round spherical shaped uh, rocks. I don't know, Teresa. You covered something like this. I know. I just want to make it clear that it's become
Yeah, actually, I did. I was going to say
Grecian.
something. I did cover this a while ago. I
Grecian.
just, yeah,
Okay. All
but I
right.
I was going to say something. I'm like, yeah.
Range around. Yeah. Well, we're covering it again, and these are like really round here. But yeah, it's just right next to each other, and this is what happens, I guess. Now I've never heard of this. I don't know about you all, but
It's like they're
that's
appearing in
what it
weird
is.
places.
Grecian.
Chris,
Yeah,
Curiouser,
this is
there's
new,
all
huh?
different sizes too, like all different sizes.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to share that.
welcome, Boris B.
Um, and here's this Now they had millions of years old ancient water trapped inside of crystals. Now, yeah, they're saying this here. I'm gonna actually go on Google and search this to show you more. Mm. And yeah, I thought this was interesting. Incredible crystals hold ancient water that is millions of years old. And contain water is actually more common than you think. Crystals often glow in environments of water and develop at different rates. Due to this, liquid can sometimes become trapped inside the growing crystal, leaving a telltale bubble visible. Though, and on the commercial market, these crystals are collectively known as anhydrons. If you are looking for one with ancient water, you'll need to choose carefully. That is because an anhydron technically refers to a geo filled with water, as geos are porous water can enter in and out of the center, though this occurs slowly over time. Um, this means that the water they contain isn't the same water they're formed with. On the other hand, minerals like quartz often have fluid inclusions. These are sections of liquid that become trapped when the quartz was formed, meaning that the liquid itself is as old as the mineral. So it's, yeah, water inside them. Never heard of this. It's $229. A bit of million-year-old water. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, I just wanted to share that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Teresa, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's see. Okay, and then I have some residue. Here's the rainbow upside down. Here's a red bar flag set out 4th of July at a restaurant. Oh, here's a residue of the heart on the left side, just on the one side. Teresa, do you see this?
Nice residue.
Yeah, the heart is not smack in the center, so there's that. Residue of, let's see, this one with Jeff. I know we were talking to him about Judgment Day Terminator. I'll show you how it is now. There it is. Without the E, that's how it is now. Many of us remember an E there, the Judgment Day. So I did find where there's an actual E right here, Judgment Day. And then it changes. See? Same page, same paragraph,
I remember
no,
the in
same
judgment.
E, and then no E right there. So,
Cursor.
yeah,
I remember the E like you.
yeah. And here's the little residues, the map, North America, South America. Goal is, looks like a red bar flag right there. 4th of July. All right, there's that. And this is, I just wanted to show this strange logo with the triangle for an A, and the R's not filled in. Okay, and this is this. Everything's perfect except for the M and A are merged. Nothing else is merged here. Nothing except for that. Just that. It's funny. Okay, and Kirkland is an upside down V for an A now, which is new too. Keep going. I do you remember Mr. Clean with Mr. Clean spelled on his shirt?
No, I
Oh yeah.
don't.
Okay. Yeah, it's just got a plain white shirt now. I remember it with Mr. Clean written on his shirt. So this is residue of that for those of you that remember it that way. This has changed for me. I know this is the old one, but this is also looks like it's been shoot up even more over here, and the H has been just different from how it was. So it's very strange looking to me now. 2 upside down, or 3 upside down B's for A's here. And I thought this R and E, especially the E, and was very strange looking on this. Okay.
You're keeping backstage for Sandy. Keep an eye out, okay?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay, so there's just some strange pictures of formations and mountains. And like giant beehives in Australia's Bungle Range. Very strange looking. Let's see, rocks of sacred code. Okay. This is a strange structure. I'd have to look at that. Another one of those stone structures that are just pop up all the time that you never heard about before. This rock. What is that? Yeah, it's right up. Rainbow rocks there. Okay. Strange rock. Oh, let me say where that is. Okay. What a sacred code. Let's see where that is. At the beach. Hmm. Okay. Well, I think that might be it for that. I think that Sandy's supposed to be here by now, but go ahead and I think you got a birthday stuff, Teresa. Teresa.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to do the
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
I'm
Go
going
ahead.
to do of July and August because we're towards the end of July. So here we go. So yesterday we had July 22nd, we had Linda Langley. Happy belated birthday. July 25th, we have CJ Wood, also known as Connie Joe. July 29th, we have Alex State. And now we're going to go into August. August 2nd is Tristan Pearl. August 3rd, Eleanor Lynn Baines. Again, the same day as Geoff Hulkington. August 9th, we got Michael Fontaine. August 16th, SandyDiVa. She'll be joining us shortly. August 20th, we got Rick Satterwhite. 21st, we have Lily Shelley. And August 26th, we have two birthdays on that day. We have Sarah Stute and Stasha Erickson. August 27th, we have Sheena Redaway. August 29th, we have David Johnston, also known as Dolly Had Braces. And last but not least, we have August 31st, we have John Nicholson. And that's everybody. Happy early birthday or belated birthday for one person. There we go. I'm done.
Okay. Good. Good. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yes. And that was the birthdays for August 2? No, just July. July. My brother's birthday is August 1st.
Are we going to see how Sandy's coming along?
I don't know where she is. Let's see what this is.
Do you have any more things you want to show?
I showed my stuff. What is this? This is a video.
You can look in my group if you want and see if there's anything in there that catches your eye.
Wait, hold on.
You're welcome to
I
it.
need to put some sound on here. Yeah, I was just. Tell me if you can hear this right. Here we go. Listen to this.
Okay.
Why is it not playing?
What is that doing?
Wow.
Curiouser?
This is from How to See the World. Huh?
What is that?
Well, listen.
Okay, that is very alien looking.
Yeah.
It looks like something you'd see on Star Trek or Star Wars, one of them.
Yeah, it was posted in your group.
Okay. Check it out. Yeah, that's really creepy, Curiouser.
I know. That was in your group. Somebody posted a strange, what is it, a plant? God. Oh no.
Very
What,
bizarre.
okay. Yeah.
I
Out of
sound,
this world.
you sound very muffled to me. I'm going to leave and come back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, say something now.
All right.
That's better. Okay, it was weird. You were
Okay.
like
Well,
all muffled.
all
Yeah.
right. Let's get one of yours out. I don't know
Okay.
where she is. So we have this
We'll
here.
do an older, yeah, do an older one. Oh yeah, that
Here's
one's a good one.
yeah.
Do you want me to do it?
Go ahead and read. Yeah.
Okay. Um, not sure how familiar this will be with anybody, but the spelling of this place in Turkey has changed for me, and I want to know if it's changed for you as well. Okay. If you know the name of this place in Turkey, please fill in the blank. Pam, you blank ale. This is probably going to be very obscure for people. You know what I mean? Especially if you never. You okay?
Excuse me. Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody in the chat familiar with this city? Okay. Spores. Final Fire says spores. The thing that we were showing. Yeah. Is anybody familiar with this Mandela Effect? We'll just move on, okay? Carrie, sir, nobody's saying anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I've honestly never heard the name of this
Hi.
place
Are
before.
you coming in soon? No.
Can you hear me? Carrie, sir?
You're gonna have you're gonna have to wait. I mean we don't have anything else. So
Well, I'll read this. I've
yeah.
honestly never heard the name of this place before, but I am familiar with these thermal pools in
Yeah,
Turkey.
but I don't want to do this all night long. I mean it's gonna be too long of a show. Like which ones are you doing?
Pamukkale. But I remember the name being spelled Pamukale. But the name has two K's now. Is
All right,
this your
well,
main too?
we'll just go through what is there then.
All right, go ahead. Sandy should be here soon, right? Curiouser? All right, there we go. And this is the way it's
We just
spelled
don't
right
want
now.
it to be too long of a show, you know.
P-A-N.
But we'll try to we'll get everything in as much as we can. And then all right, just try to get in this soon.
Oh, you talking to Sandy?
Right. Okay. Bye bye.
Were you on the phone? Curiouser,
Ah.
were you on the phone?
Yeah.
It's like I was thinking you thinking, oh shit, I'm talking to you and you're not even listening.
Yeah.
But
I
anyhow,
see.
the way this is spelled now, everyone, Sandy will be joining us soon. It's Pamakkale. And what Sandy normally does is their current timeline, she outlines it in red. And then the residue happens to be in green, as you'll see.
Here,
And
yeah, that's how you remember.
that's how I remember it. Pumakale. And there's plenty of residue. See that? Look how beautiful those are. Look at that, Curiouser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those ones in the left. See it? Oh my God. Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Just see that in person. It's
Right.
beautiful. Mm-hmm. Oop.
Well, we're just gonna go through these while she's not here. And
Zoom, right?
let's see.
Should give you an ETA.
Find
Okay.
come on.
Did you have more residue, or is that it?
That's it.
You can do an old rewind if you want to scroll down and flicker. Just do an old rewind. I can do an old one.
No, well, we have plenty already. I mean, it's just, I don't know. We're not going to be able to cover everything tonight.
Well, go look at my group and see if there's anything else in there. I'm pretty sure there is. Actually, I think I posted some weird stuff in there the other day. You want to go look?
Well, here's one.
Okay. Yeah, there's stuff always being posted in my group, and I always seem to miss a lot of it.
Yeah.
Go in there and just go look at everything, one by one. So I got to do that. It's like play catch up. Just so much. I can't keep up with it all. Oh, there. Oh, that's an old one. This is a rewind. Credit to myself and Sandy. In October 2019, I found a Mandela Effect with a children's game that now it has a few more oddities about it, and we want to ask you. Go ahead. Please tell me the name of the children's game that you remember. I don't want to say it because then they'll say, you know what I mean? What do you remember this game being?
Oh, I don't remember this one.
You
I know
do.
what it is, but I don't remember.
Okay. Okay. All right.
It's an old one. Okay.
Let's see if anybody in the chat remembers this one. Nobody? Okay. Mandanimal says cootie. Okay. We got cootie.
Let's see.
Philo Fire says cootie. Anybody else? Only have two people saying the answer. Anybody else? All right. Let's move on, Curiouser. Let's go on. I remember the game being called Cooties, IES, but the game has always been called Cootie. And yes, there's residue for this too, surprisingly. Go ahead.
Cootie.
And that's the current timeline. Another thing Sandy found was some weird changes to do with the word, which is even weirder. And if you look at the residue, it says cooties. See that? Vintage cooties game. And another one, Milton Bradley cooties game with the S. It's expensive games, aren't they?
Yeah. Vintage.
Yeah. Old things are worth more money. A brief history of cooties and more residue in green. All right. There seems to be a lot of residue. Vintage 1972 Cooties game. And there you go. And I think it's on a t-shirt too. Yep, there you go. The t-shirt to the right says Cooties.
Right.
There you go. 100% residue right there on the t-shirt.
Right.
Right. So here we go with some new information about this. While looking for some fresh residue for me, we came across some things, Sandy came across some things which are new to us, starting with this giant statue located at Shenandoah Caverns in Virginia. Sandy found that one. So look at that. Oh my God, that thing's big.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember them being that big. Apparently, this statue was made for a float and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade sometime in the 1970s and was moved to a current location in 2016. Not an ME, just interesting. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine being at a parade and the kids looking at it like, Mommy, look at the big bug.
Right.
Doesn't have nightmares. We also find it a little strange that a game named Cootie already exists. It would have made more sense for the game we know to have been called Cooties since Cootie was already taken, which makes sense.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, exactly.
Pretty good.
Look at that. Yeah, why would they have it twice?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. And
Well, that's old. Yeah. Cootie House. All right, Teresa's not there. Okay, another game version we have never seen before. Cootie House, the party game for 8. Have you ever heard of
welcome.
this?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
And look at this one, another game version. What, Crystal? I'm curious to go back, please. I didn't get to read that.
Yeah, I just read that.
You did?
I read
Oh,
that because I didn't see you there.
all right. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Cootie House.
And here's the game, Cootie House. Yeah.
Feelers on this. That's
Interesting.
weird looking. Kind of creepy. Another thing I noticed, the letters are filled in. Yeah, that I was just going to say that. Look at the letters; they're like in yellow now. We don't remember them being filled in. We covered this back then, and it affects all their games from this designer. See, Curiouser, look at the O's.
Mm-hmm.
We're not filled in before when we covered this.
No, I don't think so.
I
But
would
I
remember.
mean, I believe you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was not there. And Sandy recognized that. Finally, do you remember giant cootie existing? We have no memory of this. It's crazy. Not only was this a giant version of the original game, but it also was also a coin bank. Do you remember this? Look at that. You can put coins in there in the bug. See it? Got
Giant
some
cootie.
nickels, pennies. The kid would love that. I don't think I would
Yeah.
want to. Was a kid. I don't think I would wanted that as a as a bank. A coin.
Yeah, I don't either.
Me neither.
Not
No.
very.
Did you check? Did check on Sandy yet?
She's not here yet. Hold on, I'm gonna find something.
What?
Kind of neat.
Come on, Sandy.
Um, it's just really late. But I was to show you something. Look at this.
Let me see.
Wait, hold on.
What do you have? All right.
Let me share it.
Okay.
It's not a Mandela effect. It's just for fun. But look at this.
Whoa. What the heck? Oh,
Yeah. Look
some
at
kind of doll.
that.
I forgot what they call
Yeah, but look at the size of this thing. The
I've
whole
never
thing is,
seen them that many of them. I've seen them in a row, but not that many. Like
yeah,
maybe
that's
eight
like
of
a
those.
lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is really cool.
I thought this was cool. I forgot where I got this picture, but
Amazing.
it
Yeah, I've
looks
never.
like it's displayed in some kind of a store or
Yeah.
museum or something.
Those
But
kinds of collectibles, those kind
oh
of items
yeah,
worth
yeah.
lots of money. And it's good to hold on to stuff like that.
I actually have some some of those, but they're not dolls. They're cats, big
Oh,
cats.
really?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
a cheetah, a lion, and a tiger, and
Huh.
and they all fit inside each other. It's really neat.
That's neat.
I'll show you sometime. But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go to the find stuff in the groups here.
Okay.
2
You
seconds.
can open
It
both of
won't
you
take
can
long. There's
your group and mine.
always something. We have so
Oh,
much
there it is.
to
There is.
share. It's just my computer's so slow. Oh God. No, I was just looking at what you had shared with the rainbow eyeballs. What the hell is that?
Yeah, you can share that if you want. It's kind of,
Oh my
it's people who have tattoos that are really into the body change it, not body changes. When you do all these changes to your body,
No,
like
this is
you
just kind of
piercing,
gross.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, come across.
Look at that.
Look what they did to the eyes.
Why would anyone want to do that? It just doesn't
Zoom
look
in on it. It's
good.
creepy. I've never
I
seen.
can't zoom in, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
look, see,
close
I call
enough,
them rainbow eyes,
right? Oh,
and it's dangerous to do this to yourself.
oh, I imagine it would be, you know.
I mean, you can go blind trying to put in this ink in your eyes.
Oh, that's so
I think
horrible.
that was very bizarre and kind of dangerous. And I was like, I got to show this. I would never do this.
Yeah, people are
I
doing the
have on my
strangest things
ears. I have
anymore.
like 9 piercings on each one of my ears, and one on
Totally
each.
lost it.
But I would never mess with my eyes. And yeah, I don't have no tattoos at all. Just piercings on my ears. That's it, and my nose. But I would never take a chance and put like something dangerous like that in your eyes. No way. Oh, there you go. What is that?
Yeah, I already showed that. Remember
Yeah.
the concretion, but I'm just looking
There.
at
I don't know what he
okay,
was
yeah,
talking
I saw the eyes. Okay, this is
about. The
crack.
creepy thing.
A crack opened in the Earth's magnetic field
Yeah, you can
yesterday.
read about that.
Stayed open for 40. So it seems like there's cracks that are opening and closing now
Yeah.
in the Earth's magnetic field. Stayed open 14 hours. Yesterday, a crack opened in the Earth's magnetic field and stayed open for nearly 14 hours, allowing Vecna and his minions through from the upside down. Okay, perhaps not that last bit, but it did allow some powerful solar winds to pour through the hole, creating a geomagnetic storm that sparks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So it did make some lights.
Did it say what caused it, Curiouser? What caused the crack?
No, it's the Earth's magnetic field
Oh
that
wow.
does that, but it's weakening. There's an enormous comet heading towards Earth. Enormous comet has entered our inner solar system. The comet won't come near us, but will present a rare chance to closely observe in one cloud comet that carries clue to our. I don't know this. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's some mammoth cave model.
Hmm.
This is mammoth cave.
What?
Profiles ticket stubs prehistoric debris discovered in world's longest known cave system. Apparently, it's modern stuff mixed with ancient stuff.
Wow.
In excuse me. Mysterious passageway under the world's longest known cave system goes are uncovering 19th and 20th century artifacts in the historical dig. This collapsed sinkhole, the largest known natural entrance to the mammoth cave system, is believed by researchers to be where the cave's extensive labyrinth of natural form passages first began. Archaeologists from the National Park Service and University of Idaho found artifacts including Coke bottles, ticket stubs, ceramic pieces, and other items from over 200 years ago, according to Bowling Green Daily News.
Welcome, Randy James, to the chat. We got a few people popping in, Curiouser. You want to do a shout out of everybody now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to do another shout out. Let me go here. Come on. We have DD74. We got Man Animal. We have Randy James. We got Ilo Fire 3. We have Boris B. Let's see anybody else. Did I say Man Animal? I think that's everybody for now. Curiouser.
Okay, good. All right, scientists discovered a new giant water lily that was hiding in plain sight for 177 years.
I was going to ask you about that one. Remember when I covered that one a long time ago? What changed with it?
Yeah. Scientists initially believed
I
there
covered
were
that
only two.
I was going to ask you what.
Right here. Scientists initially believed there were only two subspecies of giant lily pads, the Victorian Amazonica and Victorian Cruziana, but it's now clear that the specimens from at least one more species made the voyage from South America to Kew and Westland. It's just another species of the same kind, but
no, I didn't do that.
They're really massive. Huge,
Did you post that in the group?
Will you post that in the group? New one. Okay, sure.
Yes, thank you.
Right now, here, I'm going to shut that off for now. I'm going to share some info since y'all are here.
Okay.
Talk about Sandy's fundraiser for a little bit. She is in a situation right now where she is facing possibly being evicted from her home she's lived for 10 years. She wants to be able to pay the last of the rent that they owe because she wants to avoid eviction, and she does have a fundraiser going. If you all can pitch in anything and help, it's of course it's going to be the where is it? GoFundMe, though she does have a PayPal link. I will put those in the description box for you all to see if you are willing to help out. And she did have a what happened was they had a rent assistance approved for them. The program was approved for them to get rent assistance at the time. And this COVID stuff happened that messed up everyone's life. And Biden did cancel the funding to this program before they even saw any of the money. They didn't get anything. So yeah, that they were dependent on that. Now they kind of ran out of money here. So if you all can, help out, it'd be help her so much. She's in that bad situation right now. So I will have everything in the description link, or I'll have the links in the description box. And again, she's still in need of money. She's trying to make a certain amount for the rent. It's pretty serious for her right now. Teresa, where is your avatar?
What?
Where are you? Where's your avatar?
Oh no, did it disappear?
Yeah, you're just a white circle.
Oh, I still see it there. You want me to leave and come back?
Yeah, you could try that. See if it works.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. Teresa, get back here. Sorry, guys. It's been kind of a slow show. There, I hope she there. Yeah, there she is. Avatar's back.
There you go.
Awesome.
That was weird. Yeah, see when it disappears, I don't see that at my end. To me, it's still there.
Okay. Then I have to.
Yeah, unless you tell me. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Do you know this one then?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
What happened? I can't hear you. Can't hear you, Teresa. What's going on? All right. Nixon, we have a question for you about former President Richard Nixon. Question 1. Teresa wants to know what you remember. Was President Nixon impeached or did he resign? Teresa, where are you? I'm sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Teresa. I can't hear you, Teresa. Can't hear you. Oh, jeez. Okay, talk. Nope. What? Where? I don't know where she went to. Okay, I'll just read.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that was weird.
Somebody said, okay, then we got all kinds of different answers here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Jade Strawberry says impeached. Forrest B says he resigned. Manned Animal said he resigned. Forrest B, I am not a crook. Richard Fastatic, he was impeached. Manned Animal or kidnapped.
Oh, hi, Rich Persanic. Welcome. Hi, Jade Strawberry.
Back, guys. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Well, we got some answers to that. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's move on. I'm here. You can hear me. Let me know if you lose me again.
Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead and read.
Why have the current memory impeachment begin, but overwhelmingly evidence forced him to resign? I remember him being impeached. Does anyone share this memory? All right.
The impeachment. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. And this is residue for him being impeached? Mm-hmm.
It says when Nixon was impeached.
Yeah.
Remember when Nixon was impeached? I remember when Nixon was impeached. Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
Nixon impeached 1974. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
remember that
Yeah.
too. That impeached, definitely.
Apparently, there's a third reality. Whoops, I was trying to read the bottom. Timeline, history, etc., where he was first impeached and then resigned as a result. Is this anyone's memory? That's interesting.
Nixon impeached and resigned.
Yeah.
Resigned.
What do you guys remember in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read.
Okay. So many people asking the question, then why we truly believe this is a change in their reality. Nixon felt he could win and decided to stay in office instead of resigning. Interesting. Now, the question I want to ask you may not be Mandela, but I truly think it is because the supposed current reality is just wrong for me. Okay, now this part is what Sandy found. This is her part. Whether you remember Nixon impeached, resigning, or both, what was the date of this event? August Blake. Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to sneeze. 1974. Which day do you remember? Oh, boy, I don't know where that came from. Just fill in the blank. Anybody, do you remember which day this was? Hey, MESandyDiVa, come on, we're waiting for you, girl. She's in the chat, Curiouser.
All right, hi.
I've been
Yeah, go ahead
backstage
and
for
read
5
the chat
minutes.
answers.
There you are. Get in there, Sandy.
I've been here. I've been backstage.
Oh, Curiouser, I
Somebody,
told you.
somebody read the chat's answers.
Okay, let me go
Don't
look. Hold on.
remember. There's just someone. Jade says
No.
don't remember.
You don't remember how
A
long
lot of
ago, guys.
people. I am surprised by the amount of people who don't know our history. Honestly,
I don't even know the date. I don't even know the
but
date.
this is an important date in history. Not many. I don't know. I just.
I
It
know.
just
I know
blows
what
my
you're
mind the
saying.
amount of people that don't know
I mean,
history.
I remember the only reason why I remember Kennedy's assassination is because it was literally 10 days after I was born. That's how I know it was November 22nd,
And
19.
I do have an anchor memory with this because my ex-boyfriend Phil, his birthday was this date, so I have an anchor
Oh,
memory with it.
okay. Should we
Hi,
move on?
Boris. Hey, Rich.
Can you
Hi,
zoom in a
Jeff.
little bit on? Can you zoom in a little bit? Because I'm just like straining my eyes trying to read this.
You want me to read it? Because I can read it the way it is.
Sandy, you take over. You take over. Give me a little break here.
Okay. Well, let me really quick. YouTube is auto like I don't know why it's doing that. It's putting it at 360p, so it's all blurry. I gotta manually change it to high quality. Hold on 1 second, because otherwise it's just blurry. I don't know why it keeps doing this. There we go, 7:20 and now it's clear. In my past, it was always August 9th. He resigned from the presidency on August 9th, 1974, and Ford was sworn in later that same day. But according to history, he resigned during his final presidential address on August 8th, 1974 at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Ford was sworn in the next morning on August 9th, which is not, that's not right. I'm sorry. For me, that's wrong. He resigned on August 9th. And like I should put it this way, him speaking to the public, the broadcast in my past was August 9th, and now it's August 8th. So apparently you guys don't remember the 8th or the 9th, and that's okay. I wish it was the month or the year that changed, but no, it was the day. I personally have never heard August 8th ever. Here's the paper on August 8th. Nixon resigning on TV at 9 tonight. Definitely August 8th. While the majority of newspapers say August 9th, this is because he resigned at 9 p.m. So the papers reported the news the next morning. Regardless, I learned he resigned on the 9th, not the papers reported it on the 9th. And I also learned Ford was sworn in the same day. And a few people remember it like it I've spoken with, to remember the current reality where he's sworn in the following day. But I remember all this happening the same day. So is this your memory too? And then here's some current reality saying that he resigned on August 8th, which never heard 8th in my life. And here's some residue of August 9th. So this was an August 8th paper saying he's to resign tomorrow, which is August 9th. And this is mind-blowing because this is the resignation paper dated August 9th. So,
Right.
so what's next? I just uploaded 3 or 4 new folders.
We did a
4.
couple of times, Sandy, and showed a few things from Facebook, and Curiouser did some of her stuff, and I did the birthday. So
That's good.
yeah. All right, this is yours, I think, right? Yeah.
This is mine.
Go ahead.
All right, guys. A character from Looney Tunes has changed for me in 2 ways, and I'd really like to know how you remember the old school character. Which color do you remember the rooster Foghorn Leghorn being? White and brown or white and red? Which one looks right to you? Left or right, 1 or 2, whatever you want to put. Curious or Teresa? You guys want to chime in here?
Yeah, I'm to the left.
I'm on the right.
So they're split 50-50. Jade remembers the left. Mandanimal's the right. So the chat's 50-50 now too. Let's see. DD74 says left. Bar says left. And now Mandanimal's taking the update to the left. All right, we can go on. Well, for me, it was always the right, but we have more to cover. So I have only ever seen him red, but now he's more often than not brown. And obviously, you guys remember brown. Hey, Philo. The brown looks really wrong to me. I know that's more like, I guess, what you'd expect to. Actually, I don't think it's what you'd expect a rooster to look like. They're more red. But anyhow, I remember red. I do not remember brown. That looks really wrong. Yeah, Curiouser. Mandanimal's still leaning right. All right, guys. Left or right? Do you remember a long tail or a short tail on Foghorn Leghorn? Long tail on the left, short tail on the right. What do you remember? Teresa, Curiouser?
I think the long tail on the left.
You remember the left?
I remember the right. Short tail for me, not that big, long, goofy looking tail.
Okay. And DD74 does not remember a tail at all, and that's okay. Because someone else said that too. It may have been. Wait, were you at? Did you watch us on Fiverr's channel? I don't remember. We streamed for 4 hours. It was a long show. It was so long. Mandanimal short. I'm sticking with short. Okay, Philo. White, yellow, red, brown. Just the white puff. Interesting. DD74 just remembers the white puff. Okay, Curiouser, we can go on. This is my Foghorn Leghorn. This little tail. He's red. That's great. I don't remember the long tail. I remember the short, like this. So we can go on. I'm going to show you how he looks in the cartoons now. And when I was rushing when I did this, and I found a cell of the short tail. But this is from WB Kids in the 90s. So the new artist got the update, like wrote it, drew it like he remembered, I guess, he or she. And I don't, it doesn't match the old cartoons. So they remember the short tail too. So this is the best residue in the world. The Warner Brothers WB Kids remembers the short tail. All right, you can go on, Curiouser. Oh, I know, I got that, Philo. I got you. So, guys, do you remember his tail looking like this? Like the top left one looks like an angel wing to me. This is ridiculous. And the brown is just so wrong. I don't remember the brown or this huge tail. I think, Teresa, you described it like spider legs.
Yes, I did.
Curiouser, now that you see the cartoon, you remember it with that big tail?
I I obviously got the complete upload on this character's up.
Okay.
I don't remember it though, like crooked like that. I remember that rounded off. I don't know. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. DD74 says right looks good minus the tail. And Animal says no. All right, so we're going to look
Already?
at more stuff. Yep, we're going to look at the. So this is the current reality, different images showing you the tail, statues, cards. There's more of a rounded tail on the bottom left for you, and on the top left. But in the actual cartoon, it's mostly pointed. And this is of that crazy tail. That statue or figurine on the top left, just no. It's gigantic. Here is my foghorn leghorn. Red. Oh, you're back to the red residue. I mean, these are official Warner Brothers stuffed animals. And they're getting the color wrong? My father, he was always red for me. Oh boy, YouTube live chat has that bug where it doesn't scroll up. I don't know why it does that. You gotta remember to manually scroll it up. Teresa, do you want to read one just so I can get a break? Or Curious, or somebody want to read?
Go ahead, Teresa.
I've been reading over almost an hour, Sandy.
Oh, okay. You've been doing all the reading, then I'll do it.
Right?
The title
CashApp.
of a well, it's okay. The title of a well-known and referenced magazine has changed for me. And I am alone on this. I don't think I've come across a single person who remembers it like I do. And that's okay. I just know I know what it was for me, and I found residue to back it up, so that's gonna have to be good enough. But I'm gonna ask you, like I said, everyone I've asked so far remembers the current way, so time to ask the community. What do you remember? U.S. News and World what? What was the R word? So Mandanimal remembers report. Report for Jade. Anyone else want to chime in before we go on? Not for me, but again, I like current events and history. It's always been like interesting to me. Plus, I used to use this magazine for reference all the time for like book reports and stuff in social studies and history classes. Curious or Teresa? I already know what you guys remember. We can move on. I'm alone on this. It's fine. For me, this was always U.S. News and World Reports, but it's always been report. And just to get this out there, because someone has already said to me, no, you're thinking of Consumer Reports. And I'm like, no, they were both reports for me. World Reports and Consumer Reports. Welcome, Timmy and Noel. I love the name too. I know you didn't mean any offense by it. And you are entitled to that opinion. So here, oh wait, listen to this. Curious, are you able to zoom in on the top right? Swear. All of these say U.S. News and World Reports like I remember, but this one, this woman was on the cover and remembers reports. I was featured this week in U.S. News and World Reports, where I spoke of my advice on how to collect unemployment benefits. She was on the cover of the magazine, and she remembers reports. I mean, there's just a ton of residue for reports. So that says reports in the tweet, but the picture says report. There's a ton of residue, guys. There's a duplicate side in there, guys. Delete. So I am alone on that one, but that's okay. Curious, you want to read?
Okay, not saying this place is a Mandela, but it's beautiful. I've never heard of
It. There's no word.
Wanted to share. Okay.
The
Wow.
name is Wan Yang or Wan Yang. I have to say it. That's how you pronounce it. Is Wan.
The Wanyang
And you.
terraces located in Yunnan, China are man-made rice paddy terraces built in by the Han people 12,000 years ago, or 1,200 years ago, built into the hillside with slopes between 15 and 75 degrees. They span 4 countries and nearly 1 million acres in total.
Counties, not countries.
Counties. I'm sorry, counties. But what makes these terraces extra special are the amazing colors that reflect on the rice paddy pools from the sun and sky that make them look like real-life oil paintings.
And I believe there's some algae involved as well, but they didn't say that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I don't think it's just reflections. I think it's also algae. And you're going to see some images coming up where it looks obvious that it's also algae.
The colors
But
change
look at
throughout
that.
the day, from green to orange and red to full-on rainbow. Wow.
It's beautiful. I can't believe these were made 1,200 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. It does look unreal. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Great.
So these daytime
Oh,
shots,
wow.
it's got to be algae. It's got
Yeah,
to be.
something's in there. Mm-hmm. Wow.
And the color variety, depending on the area, like I said, it's 1,000,000 acres. So different areas have different colors. And depending on the
Mm-hmm.
weather, it can look different, day, the time of day, things like that. I tried to get as many different areas with as many different like weather conditions to show you how much it changes.
Mm-hmm.
See, that looks like algae to me. Yeah, these are huge, Michael Fontaine. 1,000,000 square
There's a perfect reflection of the clouds in
acres.
there. Wow.
Yeah,
Mirrors.
mirrors. Yep. Look at it at sunset. Like that just it doesn't even look real to me.
Yeah, wow. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So, probably not Mandela, probably a place we've just never known about, but it's been around for 1,200 years and it's beautiful. So it's possibly a Mandela because I've never heard of this place. You think you might have heard of it being that old and that beautiful. It's a tourist attraction, so I don't know.
You want to read, Teresa? Teresa?
I'm going to take that as a no. Oh, there she
Yeah,
is.
I'll read.
Okay.
Can you zoom in, please, a little? All right, there you go. Tonight, I present a compilation of possible Mandela effects, all related to fast food from the 70s through 90s. I don't remember ever hearing of these things, so I really curious if these are new for you too. Okay, go ahead. Most of us are familiar with Kentucky Fried Chicken, but do you remember Kentucky Fried Roast Beef? I'm having deja vu here.
I know. Not fried. I accidentally wrote that in out of habit, writing Kentucky Fried. It's just Kentucky roast beef,
Yeah,
not fried. Sorry, guys.
yeah. Go ahead. That was question number one. Now, do we need to wait for them to answer it, or okay? Here we go. The official name, excuse me, was Kentucky Roast Beef and Ham, and they sold hot roast beef and ham sandwiches and platters, as well as barbecue ribs. I don't remember this, guys. To me, it was always just chicken. You know. Does
Yeah.
anyone
Mhm.
them ever selling this?
No.
See, to be fair, they opened in 1968, and within a year had 100 stores. But the chain was completely defunct by 1970. However, the signage for the K, what's that say? K what? Oh,
I
RB.
shortened it. Instead of KFC, it's KRB. Yeah.
Okay, stayed up on stores converted to KFCs. Some stayed up through the 1990s. So it's possible we could have
Seen.
seen signage before. Sorry. It's just the right
So this
until the
store, so this image that you're looking at is a KFC that
wow.
used to be a Kentucky roast beef and ham that they converted to a KFC, but
Uh-huh.
for some reason decided to leave the Kentucky beef and ham signs up,
Uh-huh.
which is just weird. Why wouldn't you take them down?
Yeah, I know. Okay. Good. Oh, and then these are
Now,
just pictures of the different
yes,
things.
we're gonna ignore the coupon in the top left because that's in the wrong place. That's for Burger King. So just ignore the Burger King coupon at the top left. Because I saw roast beef and thought it was for the Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then upon further inspection, when we were live, I saw the Burger King logo.
Wait, Burger King sold roast beef?
We're gonna get to that, Teresa. We're gonna
Okay.
get to it.
That's weird too. All right, let's
Yeah.
move on.
The
And here,
menu at the top left is for Kentucky Fried Chicken. When they were transitioning the defunct, I guess, like until they sold out of product, Kentucky Fried Chickens sold roast beef and ham sandwiches and platters. So that transition of them closing down saw roast
wow.
beef and ham on Kentucky Fried Chicken menus, which is weird.
I wonder how it tasted. Number
The
2,
reviews, people loved it. Sorry, go on.
interesting. Number 2, we're going to talk about McDonald's. Nothing today compares to the magic of McDonald's. Play place of the 1980s. Oh yeah, I remember this.
You just got super clear. Whatever you did, stay there.
I didn't do anything. But looking at the old photos, I saw something I never seen before, which adds a extra creep. What's that word? Creep what?
Creepiness.
Creepiness to the play area. Have you ever seen this as Curiouser? Have you ever seen this
Have you
before?
guys ever seen this? It's a swing set.
Sandy, every time I see this, it
Have you,
reminds me of Beetlejuice when he stretches out, remember?
yes. Have you guys
That's
ever seen the Hamburglar swing set at a McDonald's play place? Because
a
I've never seen this before.
weird. No. Uh-uh.
Honestly, that looks kind of familiar.
Looks weird.
I've never seen it before, and I loved swings as a kid. This would have been my
Maybe it was
favorite
just
thing to
a
do.
rare one.
Weird.
Maybe. It's possible, but I've been to many, many different play places because of birthday parties in the 80s.
Jade Strawberry
And I've
said
never seen
no.
one. Yep,
Uh-uh.
I know. So did Mint Animal.
Wow.
Timmy's never
Oh,
seen it.
who?
Timmy in the well. In a well.
Okay. All right, let's move on. All right. I have seen the hamburger slide but never that creepy statue. Interesting.
No,
Yeah,
that's scary. I wouldn't have gone on those
yeah.
swings.
See, the slide I've seen, and it's got the same body, just not the weird arms and legs.
Yeah. Interesting. I also have no memory of the cop's hat having a hole at the top. In my past, you could only climb into the Hamburger jail. Do you remember being able to climb higher into the hat? It's interesting. So you're saying that you can go up higher to the top?
Yes.
How do you get up there? Was it like stairs or something?
Yeah, it's a ladder. You climb
Interesting.
up the ladder to get to the jail part. And
That's
apparently
weird.
in these, the ladder continued up.
No. To me, you only got to the part where the bars were at, and that was it. You know.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't remember you
Jade
being able
also
to go up
says
that.
no.
Huh.
Yes, the Grimace cage on Springs was very popular. I love that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Didn't it kind of bounce around kind of like springy?
You held onto the bars and rocked your body back and forth to make it move.
Yes, I think I rode those as a kid.
Yeah.
I think so. This looks so
Well,
familiar.
if you look in the top left, oh, the previous slide. Can you go back to the previous slide, please?
Back one,
The
please.
top
Curious.
left. Teresa, look at the
Whoa.
bottom of the top left image. Look at the bottom of it. See the ladder?
Yeah. Yes.
Normally it's covered by a blue tube, but that one has a tube removed, so you can see the
I
ladder.
see. How you got to the top to look through the hole?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So the weird part is some didn't have it and some did. But every single one in my past did not have it.
Interesting. The
So
last
did they
thing
discontinue the top part? I don't know. Go on.
I
Oh,
have
sorry.
no. Oops, what happened? A birthday crowns and hats at McDonald's. Yeah, I don't remember that. I thought only Burger King had the crowns, but not.
Same.
Whoa. No, I don't remember those. No.
Now I know they had them in the 90s, but not in the 80s when I was growing up.
Oh, look at those. God, I wish I had all my baby pictures that I could see if I had any pictures of McDonald's. But I don't even know if there were any. These were only available at Burger King in my past. Do you remember these? They're interesting. Cool looking hat, though. I imagine back then it wasn't too expensive to have a party, with a bunch of kids, depending on what they provided, probably food and games and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, back
Ramsey,
then,
welcome.
a lot cheaper. Okay, we're going to move on to number 3. We're going to go on to Burger King. Speaking of Burger King, this changes much since the mid-1990s, to be exact. And now we're going to go to the 1990s. All right. There we go. Do you remember sit-down table service with servers at Burger King? Not in my past. From 4 to 8 p.m., you would order your food the normal way, but get a number instead of your order. You'd then pick a table and munch on free popcorn while you waited for a server to bring you your food. That's interesting. I don't remember that either. I remember the popcorn. I love popcorn. And here's some pictures of people being waited on back in the 1990s. See the guy there in the corner? Is that a lady or a guy? A lady? Waiting on this other lady. Look at
Lady,
this
yeah.
lady.
Never heard of it.
Then you see the popcorn machines in the back. I guess you got free popcorn. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
I think I remember this. I don't even remember any of this. It's crazy.
I don't remember any of it either.
Table
And we have
service.
notes and in the chat, lots of notes.
Oh my God.
Wait,
We're going
Jade
to talk
says
about this.
yes.
What?
Jade remembers this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Jade was from this reality then. That's okay.
New
Yeah,
dinner
Teresa.
basket. Along with table service, they introduced new basket meals, including fried shrimp, which came with coleslaw or salad and French fries or a baked potato. That sounds good. Do you remember any of these? Nope, nope, and nope, and nope. Crazy. Food looks good though. I can tell you that. And here's some pictures
really
of the food.
does.
It does look good. You think I remember this? Look at that. Look at the shrimp. There was a baked potato. I have to have all the fixings on there, like, the butter, sour cream, the chives, and all that crap, and cheese. Oh yeah. Fake. Are any of these new for you? I can't say they are definite changes, but they are new for me, so I thought I'd ask. That was a good one, Sandy. Really good one.
Thanks.
All right. You believe we're already at an hour and a half?
Yeah, we're getting to the brand new ones now.
All right. Yay, brand new ones. So what are you going to show first?
Sandy, do you want to do your eviction update?
Why don't we do it at the end real quick?
Okay.
That way, if they don't want to hear anything again, they can cut out. Let's do it at the end.
Okay. All right. Moving right along, then.
All right.
All right, so this is a two-parter.
Go ahead, Sandy. Your turn.
Curiouser is the second part, and the first part is mine. So, Curiouser, do you want to read the whole thing, or you want to just read your part?
I'll read my part.
Okay.
I can read. I don't care.
Okay. You read, I'll read the chat with the questions. Go ahead.
Okay. Part one, Sandy. Part two, Chris. We have a couple questions tonight concerning CERN and particles. Part one, question one. A LHC at CERN that can create microscopic black holes on Earth. What do you remember the H standing for? Large blank collider.
So, guys, in the chat, please spell the word you remember. Large blank collider. What's the blank that begins with an H? So Ramsey remembers hadron. Mandela remembers halon. Anybody else? Philo's going with hadron. Hadron, hadron, hadron. Don Juan. Richard Fasanic is hadron. Wow. See, this one's been bothering me a very long time, like a couple years. And finally I said, you know what? We're talking about this tonight. I'm going to just throw it in here and see what you guys remember. And apparently you guys are remembering the current reality. It is right, because that is the current reality. All right, we can go on, Curiouser. I'll tell them what I remember. So it is hadron or hadron, however you want to pronounce it. However, I'm not sure if this has been covered by someone else in the community or not. But regardless, it's been bugging me a long time. It was the Large Hadron Collider for me. There was
Same
an
here.
L in there.
Yep.
Same for Curiouser. It was Hadron. I do not remember Hadron. It was Hadron for me.
No.
Teresa, which one sounds right to you? Teresa's not answering. So here's some residue from CERN.
What's my choice?
Okay. Oh, it's not in the right order. It's okay, Teresa. We're showing the residue now.
You know, but
Hadron or Haldron?
Oh, let me think here. Hadron. Hadron sounds weird. I'm going to say HADRN. Sandy?
What,
Sandy. I remember with an L.
Yes, yeah,
so you remember with an L, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now Boris is remembering Haldron.
It looks better. Hadron sounds weird, but there was an L in there for sure. Definitely.
Philo says, yes, Haldron. Seen that too. Timmy and Noel is saying Haldron. See, this is why this is the one right here. You see it, the one on the bottom? This is on CERN's website. Their own website has Haldron.
Yeah.
So this is why we cover stuff like this, because when you do take an update, this can help you remember by seeing the residue and seeing it and hearing the way it was. This is a scientific paper, and one of the links is the Large Hadron Collider. This book in the public library is listed as the Large Hadron Collider, but as you can see, it's Hadron on the cover. Here's another article of residue.
Dude, are you telling me it changed? The Hadron changed?
Yeah, it's Hadron. H-A-D. The L's gone.
Way. No way. No way. This has been so much in the news. It's probably like on news and articles and everything, right? Like on the news.
It's been everywhere. Let this guy work there. He's got his resume.
It had an L in there.
Rich Sanic says, I think I remember Haldron now. Yep, that looks better. I mean, there's residue everywhere for this. So this is actually part 2. I forgot to put in question 2. Go ahead, Curiouser.
This is more of an observation than question, because it's possible that CERN upgraded the LHC, which could have changed its appearance. I remember the LHC being neutral colors, grays, whites, blacks, and a little blue. And there are images of the device in these colors, making me think it most likely was an upgrade. What's changed throughout. It's full on rainbow now with multiple colors all over the device. Have you ever seen the LHC look like this?
Guys, you remember the large I'm saying Haldron. The LHC looking this colorful? Like, I see every color of the rainbow in those pictures. I don't remember that. Like I said, it's probably an upgrade, though, because you can find it in the grays, blues, whites, silvers that it originally was. So I don't know what they did. But I don't remember it rainbow. Go on, Curiouser. Now we're at Curiouser's part, and this is crazy.
Higgs boson. By now, we all have heard about the God particle, or the Higgs boson particle. discovered at CERN in 2012. Many believe the experiments that led to its discovery created the Mandela Effect. The oh my God particle. So we know of the God particle, but have you ever heard of the oh my God particle? Or
So,
an oh
guys,
my
yes or
God
no,
particle?
true or false? Have you ever heard of it in the chat?
Nope, not for me.
Guys, have you ever heard of it? Yes or no in the chat. Stay here, Curious, or let them answer for like a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Mandanimal says naturally the LHC would go rainbow. Ramsey says, get the F out of here. Wow, excuse my language. Jade says no. Bar says no. Oh, the rainbow Philo says looks like an amusement park ride. Yep. Mandanimal says nope. Timmy and Well says no. Philo says no. Does anybody remember the OMG particle or oh my God particle? Rich says no. I think we can go on. None of us have heard of this thing.
Discovered way back in 1991, the oh my God particle broke all speed records known to science, assuming it was a proton. Scientists determined that this particle traveled at 0.99, all bunch of nines, 51 of the speed of light, meaning if it had originated from 1.5 billion light years away, it would only take 1.71 days to reach Earth, not months or years, days.
So, guys, the OMG particle can travel 1.5 billion light years in less than 2 days.
And we're
Less
talking
than
light
2
years.
days.
You know what light years are, right? So that's more than
It's
1.5.
insane.
That's not miles. That's light years. That's just insanely fast. Just unimaginable. Unimaginably fast. Okay, and okay. So anyway, oh my God, particle. Let's see. This particle wasn't created like the Higgs boson at CERN. It was observed on October 15th, 1991 by the flyby camera in Dugway Proving Ground, Utah. It is the highest energy cosmic ray ever observed and recorded. And no, we haven't heard of it. I mean, anyway. Yeah, what the hell is the oh my God particle? Oh my God particle.
It's a cosmic ray.
Wow. Yeah.
You skipped all the articles. Oh, you went really fast. So it's been in the news forever, and we've never heard of this.
I know.
I think the oldest article I found was, well, I found an article from 91, but then the oldest like paper I found was 94.
Are any of these new info or changes for you? They are completely new for us, and we believe they could see the potential Mandela effect. Yep.
Sandy,
Yes.
Curious talked a little bit about the fundraiser earlier. If you want to rehash it later, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna do it
we're
at the
almost
end.
there. But
Okay.
Teresa, you have one. You're up next. Okay.
My brand new one. I just found this one, like
Oh,
literally.
speaking of Teresa, when I was putting your presentation together, I found another Mandela effect
Oh no.
in your residue.
What?
Guys, before we go any further than this, let me ask you a question. Do you remember Nabisco cheese nips or cheese nibs? P or B?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm asking. Do you remember nips or nibs?
Nips. Nips. P.
Nips for Teresa. What about you, Curiouser?
Nips.
All right.
Uh-oh.
We have a nibs for Michael Fontaine. Nips for Rich Vasanik.
No way.
That's not helping Philo. Philo wrote both.
It's
Nips
funny.
for Jade. All right. Philo remembers nips. She's laughing at nibs. But nibs for Timmy and Noel. You see the problem?
What is it now?
Well, we'll show when we get to the residue. I was just
Okay.
curious before we went further because not
Okay.
nips. Not nips says Philo fire. Because she's thinking like a nip slip. So
Oh.
she remembers
Okay.
nibs.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I just found this one today, guys. Like, I was watching a retro 70s video in YouTube and I was looking at all these old snacks, bringing back memories. And I came across this and I'm like, no, this is wrong. And I remember eating these when I was younger. And this one kind of freaked me out with the spelling. You'll see it. It's a minor change, but it's still a change. A favorite snack of the 1980s that was discontinued in the early 2000s. Nabisco cheese, Tid, and what do you remember it being called? The last
And
word.
guys, it was actually I found out later it was discontinued in 2002.
Yeah.
So these were around until 2002, but they've been discontinued for 20 years.
I remember munching on these a lot. They were a good snack. And when I saw the video and, saw the snack, I'm like, nope, that name changed. And that's how I found it. Today, literally. Like this morning, I found it. Usually when you're not looking for Mandela effects, they pop up, right, Sandy? That's what happens. Yep, and that's what
Jay
happened.
Strawberry said it was nibs. Philo says didn't Twizzler. Yes, Twizzler made nibs as well. Mandanimal Bits is a different product. Cheese Bits were. Bits. I'm sorry. Bits is the answer for. I'm like, yeah, Lord. His answer for yours is Bits.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mandanimal remembers Bits. Philo says Bits. Jade Strawberry says Bits.
Wow. I knew this was the Mandela effect, Sandy. I told you. I knew it. I'm like, oh,
like
no.
B-side Cheez-Its. See, now I remember Cheez-Its with a Z, but I know there's another reality that remembers Cheez-Its with an S.
Yeah, which is weird. I have a dual.
ITZ.
All right, well, let's move on.
Yeah.
I remember Tidbit with an S, but it's always been Tidbit. And I'm like, no way, no way, no way. Just like Cheez-It lost the Z, and depending on your reality, the S is
or an S.
The word is S is now missing from Nabisco cheese tidbit. If you look at the picture, where's the S? It's gone. You know what's even weirder? It looks like there's a space there, doesn't it? See the little space? Like it could fit in there, Sandy. Look, see it?
Yep, like it was erased. I can see what you're saying.
Exactly. And I looked, I'm like, nope, it needs to be right there in that space, the S. Okay, we can move on. And here is some residue. Believe it or not, you see tidbit. And you might have to zoom in on a few of these. But there's even
now,
some residue.
actually, zoom in on the bottom left.
Oh, okay. Bottom
See
left.
that Nabisco cheese nibs?
No. You remember cheese nibs?
That's not what I'm getting at. You're going to see it further on. You're going to see it both ways. I'm going to show you.
Okay. And more residue. Sandy outlined it in green and a square, so you can see, there you go. There's your Cheez-Its there. And it's funny, every time I seen that residue, the Cheez-Its would pop up,
Mm-hmm.
There's, see that one?
Yep. Now, oh, they right here. See it? Cheese nips or nibs. The box says nips. The word
Whoa.
says nibs. Do you see it?
See, that made
The
no sense.
box?
Yeah, good
They're
find.
cheese nips, but everything's all the residue you sent over says nibs.
That's crazy. You found a Mandela effect off of my Mandela effect again.
I'm sorry.
That's always, excuse me. This always happens. Sandy does that. I'll find one and she'll find one off of mine. I'm like, here we go again. It's crazy.
Why
I didn't have
tidbit?
time. I
It
didn't
should
have
be
time. So I'll
tidbit.
look into it. I will
Should
look into it. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
should
Chris.
Tidbit.
tidbit is plural. Why should it be tidbit?
Yeah, you just want to eat one.
Exactly. All the other products are plural. Well, except for
Exactly.
Cheez-Its is now Cheez-It, but
Like Ritz
but Ritz
crackers.
Bits, nibs or nips, all the Nabisco products are plural except for Cheez-Its and Tidbits.
Exactly, Sandy. Exactly. Do you remember these tasty snacks like me, or were they always just tidbit for you?
Look at that! Look at that logo. That's the old logo. Look at the T. The C.
Wow.
It's just all. I don't know. That T is really weird. It's like as it points down in the front.
Kind of curvy. If you see the line, that kind of reminds you of Coca-Cola in a way. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the way that it curves up. Yep. So yeah, this was a brand new one today, and I said, Sandy, we got to get this one here tonight. I mean, I just found it earlier today, and I had to get it. I wanted to show it right away to you guys. Thank you for doing awesome graphics, Sandy. Great job.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, so we're going to move on to another one. I think this is yours, Sandy, the next one.
Yeah, this is probably the last one I think tonight, right, Curiouser?
Yeah, it's almost 2 hours, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, this
go
is
ahead,
a funny one to end the night on.
All right, all yours, girl.
And I'm sorry if you saw the stream with Fiverr and you've already seen this, but by now many of us have seen the sense of humor of the Mandela Effect. Like when those phallic pitcher plants were discovered a couple years ago. Hey, Curiouser. But now we have the Peter chili pepper, which again shows the ridiculousness that is the Mandela Effect. Have you ever seen Peter peppers before? Guys, in the chat, have you ever seen a Peter pepper? No, there was never cheese nips, Philo. They're cheese nips. I can't stop. This is real. Has anyone ever heard of Peter peppers before? We've got a resounding no in the chat so far.
You're gonna make me choke if I laugh.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, that reminds me of those plants, the ones that are growing wild.
Uh-huh. That's what I said, the pitcher plants. Yeah.
Wait, is this real?
This is real.
I knew this would go together with something Teresa found.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start laughing. I'm sorry. I gotta mute myself. I'm sorry. I'm gonna choke.
All right.
All right, we can go on. It's the last slide, so there's more images, but let me read it first because this is crazy, guys. Peter peppers were first documented in the 1700s, so we should have heard of these. We should have been laughing at this from the time we were born.
Yeah.
And they're native to Texas and Louisiana. So I was curious, is anyone from those areas? Because you all said these are real. I can't.
No, come on, Sandy.
It's just.
Are these real? He's messing with us.
These are absolutely real. Teresa's laughing so
Okay.
hard her internet's screwing up.
Okay.
All right, guys.
All right.
That's about it for tonight. I want to mention two things. I'm going to do as quick as we can update to my eviction, the GoFundMe. Right now, it seems like the GoFundMe has died. Nothing's happening with it, and I'm not even halfway to the goal. So even if you guys can't donate, please, if you can, share it on your Facebook, Twitter, whatever you're on. I would really appreciate it because the landlord's watching it, and he's getting nervous now too.
Sandy, when did you last check it?
Yesterday,
Did you
and the
check it
last
once?
donation was like 3 days ago.
Have you
So,
checked it?
no, and I can't check it. I'm in StreamYard. So this update, the reason why I did this update like visually is because I wouldn't believe it if someone told me this. I'd have to show you. But you just go through the images. I'll tell you when to stop, when I have to read. These are phone calls between R. I just, covered up people's names for privacy. But I think I missed it in one spot. I'm just going to say R if it comes up on the screen. Basically, R has been the person who collects our rent since we moved in almost a decade ago. Been very good to us, very nice person. Right here, I should read the top. I'm showing you how R is very persistent with trying to get money. Here he writes, can Joey pay a month rent with his pet salary first? Because he was like, I was explaining how GoFundMe, it takes a while for the money to actually get to me. I need a payment right away to calm the landlord down. That's important because the landlord had no idea he was asking for money. So the landlord didn't need to be calmed down. We had spoken to the landlord, and the landlord had no idea that we were being messaged about this. And I go on to explain that Joey doesn't make the rent in the week. There's no way for us to pay it right now. He's going to have to wait. I showed him how much we had in our checking account, which was like, I'm not going to lie, I can't read it. I think it's like $3. Just $3 in our account, something like that. But, you can next slide. So, this is July 5th, us speaking to the landlord's daughter, who we're going to refer to as C. Can you zoom in on that, please? I'm going to make this big. I can't see the chat for a while. That way I can read it easier. Just to clarify, now this part's important as well. You can pay the owed 4 months of rent to R. However, for rent owed last month and this month, you can pay it directly to the landlord. The reason why that's important is what I say next. Well, that's me explaining it if I'm in the next slide. This is the important part. If it gets on my screen. We literally just paid R $1,000 6 days ago. He called first to say his wife was coming, and the second call, 49 seconds, was to say his wife was downstairs to pick up the 1030, which is the rent plus the $50 late fee that we pay every month. So C is telling us to pay last month's rent, yet we paid it 6 days ago, and R failed to give it to the landlord or tell him that he collected it. So next slide. So R was withholding our rent from the landlord. All right, so here's another. She says, thanks for letting me know. The landlord hasn't received the rent from R. I'll get back to you. So that was her confirming that They had no idea that we paid rent. Next slide. I don't know if this is important. I can't see it. Normally he texts me when he's picking up the rent, but this month he just called and then switched to a different number. He had the same number for a decade. Now all of a sudden he switches to a different number, which I've named our alternate in my phone. The 2 calls highlighted in red. It's just me explaining the calls, so you can go to the next one. That was just the most important part. I needed to explain to you that all of a sudden now he's using a new number. So you can go to the next one. This isn't that important. There we go. You can skip the calls. We already looked at these. This is just me showing you that I sent it to the landlord's daughter. All the phone calls. Now this, when it gets on my screen, there's a delay, guys. Sorry. Okay, I think that's it for the 10:30. She said, it's fine. The landlord says that he'll pick up the rent from R, but as for the previous owed amount, you can pay half to R and half to the landlord. He wants to focus on the owed amount first. So that's the amount that we were doing the GoFundMe for. R told us that he took the money we gave him on the 5th and applied it to the oldest month, not June, which is what we were paying. He also said the landlord was on the phone with us during the conference call, so that's not important either. You can go on. The landlord was on that conference call. It's just that he didn't speak at all. We lost Teresa. He also said the landlord was on. Okay, that's not important. We can skip ahead. I said, R also said that the landlord would consider forgiving the other half. It disappeared. Where'd it go? Okay. Forgiving the other half if we raised half of it, which is 5 months. Is this true or not? I'm so confused right now. I'm a little worried because those back months were during COVID from the lockdowns. They were the months covered by ERAP that the government never paid on. Did he even tell you we were approved but never paid? I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is I trust the landlord, and now I'm confused about everything else. See, because the thing is, they're making us like scared now because we paid rent, and the landlord didn't even know. And now I'm like, well, what's true and what's not? I don't know. So now we're at July 8th. I think the 12th is mixed in here too. We'll see. Now on the 5th and the 6th, R asked for money ahead of time from the GoFundMe that we hadn't even gotten yet. Oh, here's where I didn't cover the name. This is R. How's your fundraising? When do I expect payment from you? And I do the whole explanation here. And I say, hi, is this a new number? Because now it's our alternate, because it's a brand new number for the first time in 10 years. I texted you yesterday at the other number, but we are over 1,600 right now, and I still have 3 other channels that we're doing shows. They hold the funds until the donations clear the donors' accounts. Once they clear, they send deposits each day that money is available. So people who donated the first day will be released first, and those that donated the next day will be deposited the following day, and so on. So I don't have an exact day, but GoFundMe says it takes 5 to 7 business days for funds to be released once it clears the donor's account. So I explain everything to him, right? The next slide. How are we doing on the fundraising? When do I expect a payment from you? I already explained to you. I have no control over this. I'm just waiting like you are. Now we're on the 12th. Hi, Sandy. When GoFundMe will release the fund? I explained everything. It was like constant harassment for this money that I had no control over getting. But I did repeat. They said 5 to 7 business days after the funds have cleared the donors' accounts. We should expect most of the money by Monday. And we did. We paid 2 rents. Are you able to withdraw from GoFundMe today? When will I get the rent payment from you? You got my text? When can you give me the rent? I did respond to this, but you see what I'm saying? It was like constant,
Oh, this is scary.
constant.
You need to contact the landlord about this.
I did. That's what I did. That's what we're coming up to. So this is text the landlord's daughter Thursday. This is just blows my mind. I don't understand. Hi, Sandy. It seems that R is withholding rent and other payments from the landlord. Like, are you serious? Like, I don't know what happened in R's life that this is happening, but this is new. This is like new behavior. And this is what the landlord and we think that's why he said we owed twice as much as we did. Because now we're wondering, because R stopped giving us receipts, and this is our fault too. We should have wrote it down, but you gotta remember, we trusted this guy for a decade. There were no problems for a decade. But for like the last 6 months, he stopped bringing receipts.
This guy's
And we think
Mandela
that's
affected.
Mm-hmm.
Could
So
be.
for future payments, please pay the landlord. If R messages you asking for payment, please ignore him. He is no longer employed as the real estate agent. I paid him $270 yesterday. So they're telling me all this, and I just gave him money while he was not employed by them. He is aware of that, says the landlord's daughter. The landlord tried to talk to R, but it seems that there would be no solution between them. You won't need to pay $270 again. So I'm assuming that they're deducting that from the amount owed. But for future payments, please forward to that's the landlord. And I say, I understand. He came knocking on our door and ringing the doorbell. I don't think the landlord has communicated to him directly enough. I don't know what happened, but I still feel caught in the middle. Can you please ask your dad to contact R or send a message saying he's not to contact his tenants? Because I don't want to be the bad guy. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't, I'm in the middle of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is uncomfortable. And unfortunately, the landlord officially fired him last night. So again, last night I gave him money. He was fired already. He came really late, so I'm pretty sure he was already fired. I'm not sure what exactly he's doing, but I'll tell him to contact R again. I'm sorry about this. I hope that this issue resolves quickly. And you can see the hearts. We have such a good relationship with our landlord, and I don't want to destroy that with an eviction. Like, this is like the best landlord we've ever had. Honestly, the best landlord. I said, you do not need to apologize. Like I said, Joey and I appreciate everything you and the landlord is doing for us. We appreciate you working with and looking out for us because of the whole R situation. And I thank her. She said, no problem, Sandy. I know how frustrating the situation is and only want this to be fixed. So that's where we're at right now with the eviction, with the whole GoFundMe and everything. But the landlord is getting a little nervous because there hasn't been any donations. So guys, if you can even $1 donate, we would appreciate it, just so we see something happening. And if you can't, because I understand everybody's poor right now, please share it. Hopefully somebody who can afford to donate will, that sees it. I would really appreciate if you could share it. And for those that don't like GoFundMe, I do have CashApp, I do have PayPal. And for those that didn't feel comfortable, like they don't like GoFundMe, but they don't feel comfortable just sending money to pay through PayPal or CashApp, I did create, Patrick Roberts suggested I create, PayPal is their own like generosity network. It's just like GoFundMe, it's a fundraiser inside PayPal. I did create one in there to make people more comfortable. It also allows you to, use it as a tax deduction. So I'll get all those links, and Curiouser will put it in the description after the show is uploaded to YouTube tonight. But yeah, PayPal and Cash App allows me to get 100%. There's no fees, as opposed to GoFundMe and PayPal. But the PayPal Generosity Network. Philo was asking about the fees. But the thing is, with GoFundMe and PayPal Generosity Network, that's proof that you donated to something, so you can use it as a tax deduction. So a lot of people prefer to use that, as well as they prefer to use those fundraising networks because it's a tax deduction. Maybe the Generosity Network doesn't. I've never used it before. I have no idea. And there's no donations there to see if I got a fee taken out or not. I don't know. But so far, GoFundMe has taken almost $200. Like, they take a lot of money. The more money you make, the more money they take. It's pretty much how it works. But that's about where everything stands right now. I can quickly throw get the links and put them in the chat, but we'll also add them to the description for anybody that wants to share them or donate. I also want to mention, oh, well, there has been a donation today. That's nice. If you're listening, thank you, Dan. There's another GoFundMe in the community up, guys. And it's, I would also, if you're able, like you to share and donate that one as well. Yeah. We've streamed with her a few times. Joanne Steen. Is it Stein or Steen? It's Steen, right? Teresa? Teresa. It's Steen, right? I don't know what Teresa is. I'm pretty sure it's Steen and not Stein. She battled breast cancer 20 years ago, and it's back. And her daughter started a GoFundMe for her. So I'm going to get my links, and then I'm going to get hers as well. So if you can, please pray for her as well. Because that's just, I battled cancer, and that's like my worst fear. It's like one of my worst fears that, I mean, they tell you after 5 years that you're functionally cured, that it's not going to come back. And she was cured for 20 years. I don't know, it's just, that touches home, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, it's horrible. So if you can, like I said, I'm going to try to get her link right now. If you can share it, if you can donate, please, because she can't afford the treatment. And that's where we're at with all the fundraising stuff. I'm trying to get the Generosity Network link, but it doesn't look like. I think it can only be accessed inside. Give me a minute. I hope I don't get disconnected. I'm going to have to go through the app. Now with the Generosity Network, this one's going to automatically close in 24 days. Curiouser, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because I left StreamYard and came back. I just got the link from the Curiosity Network and sent it to us so I could copy and paste it. So here's the, this is only for half the amount because I'm not going to start a new one for the full amount. I took what was still needed. So the Generosity Network is that one, for those that want a record of donation but want to use PayPal. And the last one I'm going to try to find is the GoFundMe for Joanne. Give me 1 minute. Actually, I know exactly where to find it. There it is. And this is, sorry, I'm trying to copy and paste. And the reason why I said Stein is because that's what Fizzy wrote. I'm like, I think it's Stein. Here we go. So this is her GoFundMe. There's so many people suffering right now. There's so many suffering. I don't know. But just think of the
Yeah, it's a
peppers so
hard
we can
time.
end on a
Very
good note.
stressful times. Yeah.
So we can end on a good note. Think of the peppers. But thanks for listening, guys. And like I said, even if you can't donate, sharing it can help a lot. I would really appreciate it if you could do that. I'm working on a thank you video, so we're going to be doing something on my channel soon, which is shocking, I know.
Yeah.
But
Sounds good.
when that happens, we'll give you a heads up when it's going to happen.
Also, I was gonna say, I need for my channel, in order for me to get it monetized, I would like to do that. I only need 9 subscribers. 9 subscribers
Wow.
away. Anyone can get people to subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. That's my
I'm
second
getting your
channel,
channel
and
link so you can share that.
yeah, just 9 subscribers.
Oh, it's this link. What am I saying? So guys, here's the link if you want to copy and paste it. If you can share her channel, maybe we can get those 9 subscribers. Because she got the watch hours, right?
Yeah.
Philo finally saw Silas. You watch the videos on my channel of my little man?
Oh, sure. Cute cat.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to Teresa.
Yeah.
She
I
fell
hate her.
out now. We can't hear her. All right, guys. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Thank you for
Yeah, we're gonna say
sticking
goodnight.
here. Sorry I was late again. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Yeah, it's been a great show. We'll see you next time. Good night. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.